Morning, everyone. All right, sorry, I'm adjusting my stuff. Morning. Hold on, sorry, So I made a rookie mistake. I went through the security, forgetting that I could get on the friendship boat over here without going through security and just walking around. So I just left outside of that area. So how's everyone doing this morning so far? Good morning, Debbie. How are you? All right, let's see. I didn't get to read my messages earlier, so good morning, Miss Sandy. Good morning, Jason. Good morning, Ethan. Miss Doris. Miss Debbie. I'm glad you're doing good. So we're gonna catch the boat over here and check out the Swan and Dolphin Yacht Club, Beach Club, and the Boardwalk. Alright. Let's see if we have any turtles around here. No. There's a couple little guppies, but that's about it.
It off the Yacht Beach, Boardwalk Inn Villas.
All right. Morning. Nice. So we get to have this exterior area to ourselves. So this is so relaxing. It's been a little while since we've been on this. I haven't even looked at the weather. I've picked up Miranda's habits to not look at it. Let's see here. Big Lake. It says we're going to be in the kind of like the high 80s. Oh no, it's going to be in the 70s most of the day. Surprising. The peak today will be like 83, and then it drops back down at 6. So it's going to be a nice, not so hot midday. Yeah, this is a super nice ride to take a break. Plus, doing parks all the time kind of gets repetitive, so it's a good mix. Do you all know how long it stays here before it takes off? We're just kind of here waiting. Yeah, maybe we try that walk on the way back. Well, as close as the beach club is and the Swan as well, I think they could have added a Skyliner station at least somewhere around there. Yeah, walking is good. Yeah, we're pulling out. Bye, Hollywoodland. Yeah, maybe I should have just walked this morning. Oh, I see the walk path that you're talking about. I see somebody running right here. Okay, so that's not too bad. Okay. Oh, you can see the moon right now. Right somewhere around here. So does this stop at Boardwalk first, or does it stop at the Dolphin, or the Swan? I think it would be a great idea for us to take the friendship boats that just started going from Magic Kingdom to the fort as well. So maybe we do that one of the evenings and then just kind of walk around and go look at the nighttime decorations that they have for Halloween. So there's a great view of the Swan Reserve, and then the Dolphin. I don't think we can walk direct. Well, I think you can walk directly to the reserve. Maybe we make that a trip, like in the next upcoming days, and check out that area. So So I think we'll stop here and then we'll make our way around. Yay, we made it. Morning. Thank you, sir. Have a good day. Thank you. And you're greeted by this huge, beautiful building. It is so pretty. Now during the fall they do something kind of like a food and wine thing, and they set it up here in the middle of this patio area. So I've never eaten at any of these, but I hear Trattoria is pretty good. Kimonos, Garden Grove, Splash Pool Bar and Grill. So typically this is the walkway. Oh, it is open. So that's the walkway that we can take later on to get to the yacht club right here. And then the beach club follows, and then the boardwalk's on this side. So, but you can also go around and enter it by that walkway over there. So this is so pretty. It's very business casual. Oh, hi. It smells so good in here. I like their little patio area. So the main entrance to the resort would be through those revolving doors over here. And then you would have concierge and check-in as well. And then you're greeted by this beautiful vaulted ceiling. Yeah, this resort's out of this world. It is gorgeous. Look at this. It makes me think of one of those hotels like in Vegas where you have like the sky painted to look like it's at a sky. This is so pretty. So this is the main lobby. Disney Planning Center and Gifts. So I believe that you can buy your tickets right here. I don't know if it's just for Disney, but let's see. Oh, so it's not a kiosk. Okay. Is it a kiosk? No, it's not a kiosk. So it's just telling you that you can't purchase them there. So they do have some of the Disney merch as well. So you have your magic bands, your ears, your Halloween stuff, just like the other resorts as well. They have a coffee shop right here. Wow, this is swanky. This makes me think of you, Jason. Look at all this wine. That's so cool. That's really cool. You have like a little holder for all your drinks. And then you have like a little marketplace over here, so you could buy like cereal and little things like that. So that's really neat. And over here, it says East Elevators, but I'm pretty sure they have one other restaurants out this way. Oh, this is so cool. So they have this little Galaxy's Edge photo op. I wish I could have like a wallpaper like this in Devin's room. This would go so well with his he's got a Millennium Falcon bed. Oh, cool. So you even have like an arrivals thing here. I never knew this. This is probably the only hotel I've ever seen that has all the arrivals schedules right here. So, and it's got all the airlines. So Spirit. Oh, wow. It still has the old school Spirit symbol on there. That's funny. Who remembers Spirit having these colors? And I think they're working on this one. So it's very similar to the one that we saw over here. Identical copy. They're just doing paint work right now. Oh, wow. That's a full crew of ladies doing that. And they're maneuvering that. That is so cool. And then their restaurants over here is Kimonos and Garden Grove. So I don't think we can go through those areas right now. So all right, so we have a map right here. So we are right here. So this is the one that they were painting on. This is the one that we saw on the right side. Here's the little, oh no, it was right here, sorry. They look identical, except this has the swans. So we walked over here, and then we just kind of, it's like a U shape. So we're gonna make our way over here, and then we may come back and then do the walk path around. Look how massive Yacht and Beach Club are. It puts things into perspective, like how massive this resort is. Okay, so Walt Disney World Swan, we have Garden Grove, Splash Pool Bar and Grill, Kimonos, Java Bar, Molino, New York, Trattoria, Bakery Display. Cool. So let's head over to the Dolphin. Yeah, it's a really big resort. So that's your walk path to the reserve. So the reserve is more like business. It's kind of like a tower, and we'll definitely have to go check that out too. From what it looks like, they have a little splash pad as well and their own pool. That would make like the coolest pool ever. So we'll make our way inside here shortly, but as you can see here, they still have a beach area similar to what we had over at the Grand Floridian. Now obviously things have been roped off over on the Seven Seas Lagoon, but they still have a beach area here. I would still be cautious. I still wouldn't approach the water line or have your little ones close to the beachfront, but yes, they still have that kind of going here, as well as here in the grassy areas. Now this is a Marriott property, if I'm correct, right, Miranda? So they kind of do their own rules. This is so cool. This is the Rosa Mexicana, so it's the newest restaurant that just opened in this area. So Mexican food, you can never go wrong. Let's see if we can see the menu. Oh, okay, so this is their ice cream area, so we can't quite check it out right now. But look at this lobby. Wow. How cool is this? It's like a zen vibe over here. And this is the entrance to that bar area. So you go from this, and then it slowly creeps to the left, and then you're greeted by this huge, beautiful bar area over here. That's so pretty. Morning. Yeah, there's a lot of people that stay here, or they stay at the World Center Marriott, and they have probably one of the largest pools in the area. They have a huge lazy river, and they have a golf course as well. Here we have the spa. We have like a little business charging station here with the tables. It looks like they're doing like a conference thing over here, so I don't want to bother them. But just to give you an idea of what it looks like, they have their own little bar area. They have a food court. Look at that chandelier. It's gorgeous. Fuel, I believe, is their coffee station. Correct me if I'm wrong, Miranda. Look at this. Wow. So I guess this is the view that you get from the reserve whenever you're dining from the top of it. How cool is that? So we were over here, and then we walked through that little walk path into here. That is so cool. This is huge. Look at all the candy. Wow. Snacks, chips, fuel. They have hard seltzer here. They have freestyle Coke machines, which you don't see everywhere at Disney. So that's really cool. Sweet treats, $3.75 per every quarter pound. Look at this glass sculpture. Wow. There's Randall. And there's Mike Wazowski. And he's made out of candy. Oh my gosh. Let me take a picture of this. This is so cool. Look at all the detail that went into this. That is so cool. Wow. The attention to detail on the rose, and it's all sugar. That is so cool. So here's your candy, there's your scoops, and then right here is your scales. So you just put your candy here, and then they have the bagging station where you could fill them up. And this is like their store. Hi, how are you? Is it okay that I go through? Yeah, I was just showing. Wow, these are so pretty. These are becoming super popular. These are like weaved in. Wow. This is next level. I don't think I have seen like a store here until now. Look at the sandals. Wow. Look at these backpacks. I'm a sucker for backpacks, so this is totally my alley. I like that one. It's got like your tote, like for your Yeti or something, and then that's like your beach bag. So here's a better look at it. So it's insulated, so it keeps your drink colder for a while. I like that one too. Made from scratch. That's so funny. Oh my gosh, who would have thought? Get ready to undo your pants. That's so funny. Oh, look, Miranda. This is me. Man with a pan. Look, this gives me like Halloween vibes, Miranda. I've got a knife. That's so funny. You want a piece of this? I'll fry anything and then I'll take your judgment and fry that shit too. Oh my god, look at this. Oh my gosh, who would have thought we'd see all this at a Disney resort? Now I know where to shop. Look, Randa, it's you. I think we found a dark side of Disney. Oh my gosh. Look, Randa, it's you again. It's angry. That's so cool. I like the Orlando themed like spirit jerseys. They have bags. They have like thin layered, almost like beach wear. This is like that SPF sun blocking material. This is so neat. I'm a hat guy, so I'm totally getting one of those next time. Thank you. Have a great day. Okay, so this is just your traditional Disney merch. So we have a little bit of Halloween, a little bit of standard shirts. Oh, this is a really nice raincoat. I don't think I've ever seen that one. Oh no, it's pajamas. So it comes with the bottoms. Makes me think of All Star Sport. Well, we learned something together here. We knew some new keywords today. Ooh, Blue Zoo. So this is just kind of showing you a little bit of what the places look like. So this is that Blue Zoo area where we saw the little waterfall and we saw that bar area. That's what it would look like inside. I love steakhouses. I've never been here, but we'll definitely give it a shot. Look at this Mandera spa. Yeah, I would assume they would, Sandy. That's one fancy steakhouse area. This is a bucket list item that we want to do, the Drawn to Life. I know that they were doing, oh my gosh, sushi. If you like sushi, now you know where to come. They've been doing deals for the Drawn to Life Cirque du Soleil thing, so I don't think we can stream it, but maybe we could vlog it. These are so cool. So now we're headed to, we're gonna walk the long way to the yacht. So you can get from the Swan, walk over that little bridge area and get to the boardwalk, enjoy a nice stroll, walk to EPCOT if you wanted to. You have options. I don't know what the time schedule is on the Swan and Dolphin transportation, but I know that they are kind of wonky on the times they come, so sometimes it's better to take just the other options. Hi Gina, good morning. This is a really pretty walk path. Hi. So what category do you need to stay in order to do the balconies, Miranda? I was like, harassed? I was like, nobody's harassing you. Looks like we're getting a new 5G tower here, so maybe we get better cell service around these areas. Looks like they're installing a new 5G tower. I love visiting resorts. It feels, I mean, it's really neat seeing the different categories and options that you have. Oh, let me get out of the way. Hold on just a second. Have a good one. Now out here you can rent those little, what do they call it? Where you ride a little bicycle all together with a whole here. You go up the ramp, you can struggle. We've seen tons of people have to get pushed to get up or build a little momentum to get up the hill. But they look super fun. Oh, well, thank you, William. So we're coming up on Jason Lane, aka Yacht and Beach Club. Hi, good morning. So, is it me or they've been working on that bakery forever? I wish we still had the ESPN area. Hey Audrey, good morning. I was saying if you have any intel as to when the bakery is supposed to open over here. Oh look, they're doing one of these fishing excursions. So if you didn't know, you can actually get private tours that you could take over here, and you go out into pontoons and fish for a couple hours. Now it is catch and release, so it is really neat, and it's just different. Oh, I hope you had fun at Disneyland. So here's the options that we were talking about. So we have a firework cruise, so you can actually watch the fireworks. I believe you could do the EPCOT once, and you could do at the Seven Seas Laguna as well. They're open daily from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's $3.99 for 10 guests, so that's really good. If you have 10 good friends and you want to go out in a private like pontoon, they take you out and you can watch the fireworks, and I believe sometimes they include drinks. Bass guided fishing excursion starting at $235 for a 2-hour trip. So that's where I'm like, it's a 50-50 chance of you. I mean, I don't know how they do it if you don't catch anything in those 2 hours, but I think I could probably go out into the local lakes and do that. Then we have a rental sun tracker pontoon, so it's $45 for every 30 minutes. So that means that you get to be the captain. You go and you take the pontoon. You must be at least 18 years old to operate, and it's $90 for 60 minutes, and you can have up to 10 guests. So I guess I could see it. I mean, if $90 gets split between 10 friends, you can have a really good time for an hour. So I think that's a great option. So let's see here. I'm trying to math over here while being here. Oh, so 90 divided by 6. So it's $15 a person. So yeah, the firework cruise looks awesome. So let's see over here what they got here too. So here's where they have the lifeboats. Hi, how are you? Just kind of showing the place. Okay. So you have your small child life vest, your medium, adult, and extra large. And here's kind of like what you have in the Crescent Lake. So you have largemouth bass, you have bluegill, you have catfish, and sunfish. So they keep, I'm assuming since there's no predators, it's pretty well stocked up. Obviously they have plenty of them. So over there you have 1, 2, 3 right now, and maybe there's probably some already out there. Then you have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and it will book up for the fireworks. We have seen them where there's like none left. Activities beyond the pool. Oh, okay, so this is kind of like the recreational area that they're doing. So just your traditional campfire or Mickey's tie-dye. They have little different knickknacks that you can paint as well. Okay, so they do give you that opportunity to catch plenty of fish. Okay, I was curious about that. I wonder if they pre-bait for you and then you just throw the lure in, and if they cast it for you, or how does that work? I've seen it where some people that are learning how to fish, I've seen it that they cast it for them, but I didn't know if that was like a thing that they do it for everybody. I would love to just rent a pontoon for 60 minutes. I think $90 is well worth your buck, just to kind of say you did it. I'm sure everywhere on Disney property is a no wake zone, so we'll go around the back first, and then we'll loop around to the big pool area. So we'll go inside of both buildings first, and then we'll go look at the pools. here's the lobby. So everything kind of goes accordingly to the decor of a yacht and beachy area. So very 1800-ish. Wow. Okay, so this is a little bit the resort. So we are right here. Here's where the pontoons were, and then we went in through here. So food and beverage, we have Ale and Compass Restaurant. We have a lounge, Crew Cup Lounge, Yachtsman Steakhouse, which I heard really good things about it. Beaches and Cream, Miranda loves that place. Martha's Vineyard, Cape May. Hurricane Hannah's Grill. Then we have a couple shopping areas here, like the Beach Club Marketplace and stuff. They do offer, let's see, they have a tennis court, your standard guest laundry, swimming pool, etc., etc. Hi, good morning. So here's a good look at the pool area. So as you can see right here, you have this is one of the only pool, well, this is the only pool on property that you have real sand in the pool area. So you can't access it unless you have a band put on you and show proof that you are staying on property. But they do have cabanas that you can rent for the day, and they usually stock them up with soft drinks and towels, and they do a really good job at making the experience as best as they can good for you. Let me see over here if I can get up this way. Miranda, bring me here. Wink, 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 wink. So, here's a little bit of the options for the butcher cuts. 8-ounce filet mignon, 14-ounce roasted prime rib, 12-ounce New York strip, 16-ounce ribeye. Ooh, that sounds so good. So this is also the only pool that I've ever seen on Disney property that is 8 feet deep, and it's the lazy river right here, and it's super fast. It looks relaxing right now, but once you get around the corner, it will drag you. Now the pebble glass sand, I guess you could say, that's at the bottom is made, a cast member told us one time, they make it with all the recycling of the glass on property. So I think that's really cool. Look how big that is. It is the best pool on property. Look at how blue the water is. So here they're checking to make sure that you are staying on property. And once they scan you, then they just give you the band and then you're good to go. But you will have to get a new one every day because they do change the color. Similar style to what we've seen at the other resorts. They have their own arcade area. I don't know why you would come all the way to Disney for just an arcade, but hey, I guess for the older teenagers, if they want to kind of get away from the parents. But they do have like the latest and greatest out here, so. Here's the Beaches and Cream. It opens 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. They have a soda shop thing here. Okay, so they carry burgers, Reuben sandwiches, Impossible Burger. Anytime you see that little label, it means that it is veggie friendly. They have actually vegan chili. That's really cool. They have French dip, onion rings, potato barrels. What is that? I feel like I've seen that before. Chicken sandwich, turkey sandwich, cheeseburger, hot dogs, macaroni and cheese. Ice Cream Creations has the kitchen sink, which serves 4. So it's a big sink that they fill up with 4 different flavors if you want to of ice cream. The brownie mudslide, Snickers sundae. I had never heard of a No Way Jose, but that sounds really good. Old fashioned sundae, classic banana split, strawberry shortcake, oh yum. Shakes, ice cream sodas and floats in frozen sunshine. So you do have a to-go option here too, so you can order those as well then. Morning. And here's Martha's Vineyard. I don't think it's open yet, but they do have, oh look, speaking of clams, we were talking about yesterday. So they have New England clam chowder, loaded potato barrels, artisan cheese plate, is it mussels? Oh look, we totally got to do this. So you get to paint the 3 hitchhiking ghosts. They do a master-led painting class every Friday, 4 to 6 p.m. And it's 35 plus. That's so cool. Yeah, I do like strawberry. Cape May. I've never gotten to eat there, but I know Miranda has at some point. so pretty. Here's another view of the pool. So you could see it wraps around pretty far. You have one of the super nicest slides here. So we're about to see the boat, but basically there's a boat on the other side, and then you come down this slide and it brings you all the way over here. I think they have this side blocked off. Okay, so I need to get back in the way that I got out. So I'm going to walk around here and show you the first half of that slide. So it's a massive boat. What do y'all call this plant? I have it at home and I call it foxtail. I think that's what I've heard it called, but it's so pretty. So here's a beachfront area where you could come and play in the sand or kind of watch the fireworks in the evening, relax. I thought they had hammocks out here. They do have swings, I know that much. And then I think this is where you see the movie at the end of the night. So here's all the chairs here in order. But anyways, so you go from the other side and then you go up this spiral ladder to the top, and then you see that tube, that's the slide, and it takes you all the way to the other side. For movie Under the Star, we're doing Hocus Pocus, Monsters, Descendants, Halloween Town, Maleficent, and The Emperor's New Groove. I believe Cape May is really good for breakfast. I always see a lot of people raving about it. So now we're in the beach club area. So once the building starts turning blue from the light gray over there, then we're on part 2 of this resort area. Yeah, it does look familiar, right? You're like, I was just there. So which lobby do you prefer? Do you prefer the yacht side or do you prefer the beach club side? I feel like the yacht side is more like if you were in the ship. This is more like, I don't know. I feel like it's lighter here. I don't like darkness, so. Oh look, they're advertising the new property that just opened over here in California. That's so cool. I love their marketplace area too. They have a freestyle over here. Correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't Beach Club have like the 24-hour concierge area? Oh look, Halloween trivia. Who is the mayor of Halloween Town? Answer in the comments. How many happy haunts currently reside in the Haunted Mansion? In The Nightmare Before Christmas, who is the Pumpkin King? Then we get here, what are the names of the 3 hitchhiking ghosts? Ooh, that's a good question. And Coco, what does Ernesto de la Cruz do to Hector? And which famous Disney villain uses voodoo magic to help from his friends to the other side? Hi. Room for one more, right? So we're going into the Beach Club Villas, and that's the DVC portion. We can actually walk through the outside just to show you where Ariel is. She's a little creepy. I don't know why, but just the way the eyes were done in the casting just looked weird. I do like that you're covered here. Like when it rains, you can actually walk under this and not have to run. So here would be the main entrance where your Mears Connect, your Uber, your Lyft, everything drops you off. You could go directly to the main lobby to check in, and then the villas are literally right here. And then on this side, you're welcomed by Ariel. She's staring kind of weird. Then you have the Disney Vacation Club logo on there. And these are the villas. Hi, how are you? Okay, and then you have the drawing room over here. So it's like a little quiet area where you have like a pool table. You have like a little recreational area. I love those little benches that are attached to the wall. I would totally do that at home. And this is called the Breezeway. So this is like a little lounge area where you can relax and kind of like work from home if you want to. And this would be the quiet pool area that you have from the villas. So typically our favorite room to stay is the very, very, very tippy top one. That's where we stay all the time. So we usually face this way, but if we wanted to, we could get a room that faces the opposite way as well. That's a really pretty mural of the resort. Cathy, as far as the rain goes, I mean, it is Florida, so it's a 50-50. So this year, I feel like we've gotten less rain than last year. Every day last year, it would rain for about 30 minutes between 4 and 6. This year, it's been either we go 2 weeks without rain, and then randomly it pours for a week. So, but usually March is pretty good. It's not hurricane season, so anything near July, August, September, and middle of October, you're gonna have more rain than usual. I think this is a mock-up of the Dream, so this is the one that we were fortunate enough to go on. We talked about the Wish, but Miranda's more set on the Treasure because she is a huge Aladdin fan. So I like these chairs. It makes me think, well, like one of those eggs, or like the chairs that were in like Beetlejuice, where they were like wrapping around you. Yeah, I hear a lot of good things about it, Jason. That's one of those that is on my bucket list. Anytime we've stayed there, we here at Beach Club, we've not been able to go to it. So we are right here. So here's the like sand pool area. This would be like your lazy river section. Then you have the boat that we were talking about, and the slide connects to this. We also walked over to the villas, and that's where we were, where we had that quiet pool area. And then we have a second quiet pool area, which is right here, and that's facing over here. And now we're gonna make our way towards EPCOT, but instead of going to EPCOT, we're gonna take the right to go to the boardwalk. I hate that I missed the whole unlimited crab thing, so I do love me some crab legs. Sorry if it's windy. I'm gonna order some muffs that cut down kind of like the wind and break it down, so hopefully we won't have to deal with it much longer. It is hot today. So I guess this is the walkway that you were talking about, Jason, right? So this is like how you get to Hollywood Studios. So you could just take on this and it will loop you around, and eventually you'll get to the Skyliner area that actually you can see it from a distance, where you could get to Hollywood Studios. No, that is the EPCOT one. I apologize. So, has anybody made some extended weekend plans with Columbus Day being Monday? Anybody off this coming Monday? Oh, look at that puppy. She's got her own Mickey ears. And she's got her little shoebies. So, here's a funny thing. So y'all we haven't seen a Croc in a while, but there's a Croc right there. A Croc shoe. Do y'all see it? That's so funny. It's right there in the wild. Boom. I wonder how that got there. Hey, so you saw it here first. You saw your first Croc out here. It still counts. For those of you single guys, this is a perfect place to like get on one knee and propose. We've seen a couple of those here. This is such a pretty area. I could sit here all day. I do miss the ESPN World of Sports bar area that they had here. I don't know why that had to go. I feel like that was like a good place for the guys just to kind of hang out, and gals as well. I mean, you could go and watch the game and you didn't have to go back to the resort. Maybe we'll get something like it in the future, even if it's at the Springs. Honestly, that's what should have been, that replaced the NBA experience. They could have easily turned it into like an ESPN area. Exactly. So had they made it over at the Springs and made it where the NBA experience was, it would have been bigger, and I think they missed an opportunity there. But this thing seems like it's like Tron. It's taking forever. I feel bad for whoever has these rooms right here, though, because you're having to kind of watch construction over here. So I wonder if those are vacant during this construction. So here we have the Boardwalk ice cream. We have the Boardwalk deli. They have really good sandwiches in there. Here we have a marvelous margaritas. Boardwalk Joe's. If you come at night, they have sometimes street performers out here. They do such a good job at keeping people entertained. This pizza place here is to go. Surprisingly, it's really good. Trattoria. Has anybody ever been at this Abracadabra bar? That's funny. The doors are underneath and it says open sesame. So do they do like magic in there? There's those little bikes that you could rent that I was talking about. You can actually drive them throughout the entire area. So if you're renting it for an hour, I mean that you got plenty of time to take your time and kind of look around. Obviously here we have flying fish. That's a very popular one here. Yeah, I know, like we need more bakeries, right? So here they do like the movie Under the Stars. They usually set up shop over here, and then this is actually like turf, so it's very cushiony. And you can watch fireworks behind in the background and watch your movie. I've always wanted to stay in one of these rooms because I feel like you would have so much fun just watching everything. So there is a conference area around here as well as in the yacht club. So that would be over here to the left. And then you have the bus transportation is over to the left as well. So yes, your buses would pick you up down here. Your drop off and main entrance is right here. You're greeted by these beautiful flags and it says welcome. And then you have a very welcoming chandelier with some beautiful horse display here. You have a carousel. And then you have this gorgeous lobby over here. What's been your favorite lobby so far? I need to know. Hi, question. Can we schedule like a tour for one of the rooms?
Yeah.
While being over here?
A room here?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have a 2-bedroom lock-off room.
Okay.
Are you members?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. We love encouraging people to buy.
Yeah. I love when you encourage people to talk to us.
So we have visited the beach club, and now we are over here. Mm-hmm. Yesterday we showcased Riviera. So
I was there yesterday.
Oh, where you?
I was under the stairs.
So I found out that the 3-bedroom is no longer going to be like an option that you could walk through now.
Wait,
Like
Sebastian?
I was being told that y'all were building offices up there.
Oh, and 3-bedroom here.
For the 3-bedroom?
Yeah. Because we couldn't tour it yesterday. So.
At Riviera.
At Riviera.
Oh, they wouldn't let you?
Mm-mm.
And I had the...
So wait,
We did the 2-bedroom.
2 of the beds are missing. They have
Oh, okay.
table
So maybe
and
that's what it
chairs.
is. Okay.
Like if you've been to the Grand Floridian, it's like that.
Okay.
What happened there is happening.
Okay.
Yeah. Where are you staying this time?
I'm local.
Oh.
But we stay at least once a month on property. So
Nice.
we love staying on
It's
property.
fun when you're local. And
Yeah.
visit, right?
So we like just exploring. We like our kids love the resorts more than the parks. So weird, I know,
Me
but
too.
they like the whole atmosphere and everything about it. So
Are you a 407 number?
502.
Did you see Cathy yesterday?
So hold on just a second.
Were you live?
Yeah.
Mr. Sean will go
Oh,
ahead
thank
and
you.
show the room.
And this is Joanne, so you could come find her here. She rotates throughout the parks, right? So, but you can always request, right?
Yeah.
You can always say Joanne.
Yeah.
And they'll-
Everybody knows me.
Everybody knows you, so. All right, so
down to the villas.
thank you. So we're gonna go down to the villas. We have our good friend Sean that's gonna show us.
Yeah, I'm one of the guides here with Disney Vacation.
Oh, wow. Okay. So he is a guide as well, so he can help you make your dreams come true.
Very true.
I think we started with, it was Jorge Nanco.
Okay.
He was from Venezuela.
Okay.
And then, I don't know, I think he changed positions and now we have Ashley.
Okay. Very cool. How long have you all been members?
Early 19.
Cool.
So we started at Copper Creek and then we loved it so much right before the jump that happened that year. And then we did Riviera before it opened.
Very cool.
And then we're in the wait list right now for Polynesian. So I'm hoping that the new points are separate, but if they are together, I mean...
Yeah, we're waiting to hear.
I mean,
More
I know that it's still kind of out there, but I'm praying that it's fresh points.
Yeah, we don't know any final date because they told us 2024 that it'll be open. But
Also, we'll open next year.
that's
Then.
what they said.
They are moving fast.
I saw them. I drove by there the other day, and they were installing the glass already. the outer glass.
Yeah. I mean, those big panel ones. I'm looking forward to like just a 3-bedroom. Just saying. Just saying.
How long have you been coming to Disney?
For me, since 2013. For my wife, probably 91.
Okay. Very
So,
Well, what keeps you coming back?
believe it or not, it changes so much constantly. I mean, just when you see something, like there's boom, like whether it's a dessert, whether it's a new resort now,
All right.
it's really neat.
So the first one I'll show you is our
Uh-huh.
deluxe studio.
Okay.
So this will be the smallest accommodation that you would stay with us for Disney Vacation Club.
Look at this mirror. That is so beautiful. And here you have your standard safe. All the villas come with a sink, coffee maker, and toaster and microwave, right?
Yep. You get your kitchenette. Paper products are provided.
Here's like a little storage area.
And this is pre-renovation.
Pre-renovation. So there is going to be a renovation?
Yeah, if you look right across the way.
Oh. So here's going to be the future of Boardwalk, and eventually these will
Yep,
convert.
They're gonna come
Okay,
straight down
so
there.
this will be, this
So
is,
they haven't told us yet what exactly is changing. The only thing that I know for sure is that is going to be a pull down.
yeah, I figured. They're so much more convenient.
I wouldn't
than-
be surprised if this stays exactly the way
Yeah,
it is.
honestly, I could see this staying because they're just so good and convenient, and
Right.
there's nothing.
Yeah, they haven't
really-
told us all the details. That's the only one that.
I can definitely see that the bed will probably have
Be a
the cubby
platform,
for
yeah,
the yeah.
exactly.
I like that because you have the storage, and then you just put your luggage underneath it, and
Yeah.
you have more room.
So we'll go out
Uh-huh.
and then go in so you get the
Sure.
proper view of the one bedroom, which is our most popular accommodation.
Yes, we love staying in the one bedrooms. So for a family of 5, for us, it works out perfect.
And here at the Boardwalk, though, there are only 4. Some of them are, a lot of them are 5.
Yes. Now thank you for reading my mind.
So
So it is, yeah, we've done the lock-offs here. I was thinking Riviera, naturally.
Yeah.
That's
And
what I
Riviera
was
is-
thinking. In the Old Key because of just the open space. But this is really neat.
full
So,
kitchen, as you know, the one bedroom and up.
oh wow, and you get like pretty much a full fridge. And Disney Vacation Club, like I've mentioned before, does give you glassware. You have utensils. You even have dishwasher. So they definitely do cater to you in the best way possible. Storage is not a lack thereof here.
Right.
You have plenty of storage.
We walked right past it, you got a full closet.
You have a full closet up here, so look at this. Wow. Now this one has a broom. Some of them come with a vacuum, right?
Yep, you'll have a vacuum.
Your washer and dryer, and then you have this stand-up shower. This beautiful vanity. And then you go into the mom and dad room. Or the kids.
Walk-in closet.
We have a walk-in closet. You could physically stand in here and you have plenty of room. If you're staying here for longer than a week, you could put your clothes here, hang your suits so that they don't get wrinkled. I believe they still have that service where you could put it in the bag and they can do that for you, right? And then here you have the bathtub. Well, jacuzzi, right?
That one's a jacuzzi tub. You'll have either a soaker or a bubbler tub in the renovated rooms.
In the renovated rooms. So it's going to be like that, almost like Mariah Carey style.
Yeah. They haven't told us yet if this one's going to change.
Okay.
But that's what we've seen, like at Beach Club.
A beach club.
It has a soaker tub. 1 bedroom and up. So 1, 2, and 3, you're going to get a king-size bed in the primary suite.
Okay. And then every Disney Vacation Club property gives you either a balcony or a walkout patio, right?
Yep, that is correct.
So-
And if you're on the first floor, you have a walkout patio. Otherwise, you will have a balcony.
Now, I saw that in California they did like a window for the new tower. You don't have like a balcony.
I know the only one that I've seen full renders of is the 3-bedroom.
Okay.
The 3-bedroom has 3 different balconies.
Oh, wow. So it
So
does
they do
balcony.
have balconies. It may not be every room out there.
So maybe the studios don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because there is some unique accommodations out there
Okay.
that we're starting to put in our other resorts.
Oh, and that table is storage as well. So just keep that in mind. And you have more storage in the corner. And then this is a pull-out full
Right.
couch, and that will translate into the newer style of the Murphy beds that will come down. The beds are far more comfortable too because they don't.
Yeah.
They're definitely better.
And then with it being the lock-off,
Yes.
with the deluxe studio and the 1-bedroom together, that's where you get your 2-bedroom at.
Yes. So
Together, it is 9.
9 people. So mom, dad, another couple here. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Yep, and
9.
is 9.
Wow, that is a lot of room.
So these plan to be done somewhere by first quarter of next
Okay.
year. We'll be done with Boardwalk, hopefully, is what we're hoping. Because as we saw out there, We already started the other side. The inn, which is the cash side of the resort, not Disney Vacation Club, that side's already been renovated.
Okay.
So now we're doing all the Disney Vacation Club villas.
Okay. Well, we definitely love sharing our referral program because as a member, you get to grow as a family and as a whole. So you get to, if you're a member yourself, you can refer friends and family, and it's a great perk. Everybody wins. So.
And wherever you start, like you had already mentioned, where you started, it is not where you mean you're stuck at. You know,
Yeah.
You get what we call add-on-itis.
Believe it or not, we stayed at 5 different resorts before we stayed at our home resort. Just because we wanted to try out everything else. We already loved the property that we owned at, but we also wanted to explore outside of what we, I always dreamt of staying at the Polynesian, so getting to experience it was awesome.
That's
it was
awesome.
The Grand Floridian is always somebody's bucket list, I think. The Contemporary as well. I love Bay Lake Tower.
I mean, it's one of the great things with Disney Vacation Club. You're an owner of one, but you have access to all of them.
Yeah.
Much like yourself, where we own, my family and I, we actually still haven't even stayed. We've stayed at we keep staying at other resorts.
Let me guess, Alani?
No, we actually own a Riviera.
Oh, wow. So we want to go to Vero.
Okay.
That's on the bucket list in the next probably month and a half. We want to see the turtles when they hatch and stuff. And then we want to go to Hilton Head, another property that not many people know exists, but it is there.
Yeah, we went to Hilton Head last February.
Oh,
it was nice.
I hear like there's like a gentleman that does a show with his dog, ain't it?
If it was, that wasn't there when we went.
Okay.
But it's cool up there because there's a shuttle that'll take you to the beach house.
Okay.
Which is part of the resort.
Wow.
So because that resort, even though it's literally on an island, it's on the inside, doesn't have ocean access.
Okay.
But there's another building called the beach house, and so you can take a shuttle that they provide, and they'll take you over there.
Okay. We also want to experience the Disney Vacation Club member cruises.
Yeah.
Just because those are super fun.
Yeah.
So I wish we would have gone for the one that happened recently. But
those you gotta be.
Yeah, that's what I saw. A friend of ours went and he only got it literally he was watching the he was literally watching the website nonstop every day and he just locked up on it and went on. So
those get booked quick.
How do you like being a member?
Well, I'm trying to think. It's been 14 years. And I tell you, when I had children, it was absolutely the most wonderful, amazing thing. Now that my children are in college, it's a little bit of an adjustment for me.
Overall, you're still enjoying it, right?
Yeah, happy. And I live in Italy and
Italy,
Alabama, and sometimes here. So I consider myself to be very well traveled.
Well,
and this is great. For the United States, it's the best.
Well, thank you. Thank you for your honest review. Well, thank you. What's the best way to reach you?
They can just come and ask for Sean. Funny enough, I'm the only guy named Sean.
So the only Sean on the Disney Vacation team. You can come check him out and schedule a tour with him. Yeah. Well, thank you so much.
You guys have a great one.
Yeah, have a good one. This is so cool. Oh, look. So I was talking about the teacups a while back. So see how they didn't have the cover over them? So now you know. So I think we just had a super fun time. That was really cool. Let's go out here and do a following of our tour. So we totally missed the tour over at Beach Club, but I am totally gonna go back and do that in the upcoming days, just so that you all get an idea of the studios and the 1.5 bedrooms. You don't necessarily have to own DVC. You can actually rent it. So you could go on a couple of the reputable sites. One that's very well known is DVC Rentals. You can actually go on there and they have pre-booked trips for you. Usually they're about 45% to 50%, even 60 at times off. So you get the best of both worlds. So here we have a pretty massive fitness center. So as you can see, you have ellipticals, you have treadmills, you have weight benches. Here you have the arcade. This one's fairly small, surprisingly. So then obviously right now they're doing renovations for the new rooms. Hi, how are you? And then here you have their bar area, which looks like a carousel. And whenever we stay pool view, you get any of these rooms. As a matter of fact, we stayed in this very room last year, the one under the arch right here. I remember because we had the little arch cover our view a little bit, but we had direct access to the pool area. So this pool is slightly smaller, so you have like a little area right here. You have a splash pad over there. You get a view of the Swan and the Dolphin, and then they got rid of the clown face thing that was there. Nowadays it's just Mickey and Minnie, similar to the Runaway Railway look. So it's changed a bit, but overall it's really cool. I don't know if it was just because it scared the little ones or what, but
Yeah, Bill, just leave what is there. Mason's gonna get the football over.
no, the studios do not have a tub. The studios have a stand-up shower, and actually if you stay at the Polynesian, it will have 2 showers. So you'll have your you have like a tub. Actually, you do have a tub in the studios sometimes. You have a tub but not a hot tub. And this is the promenade. I think we've taken you all here a couple times. So they have really, really fancy art. A lot of one-of-ones. So here's like Olaf, custom made of glass. Here we have a beautiful dolphin. So very, very reputable art here. We have a random ATM out here outside, but hey, if you need it, it's there. Here's some of the Disney merch. Looks like they're doing a little bit of construction over here. And that's thimbles and threads. You can actually access it right now through this side, even though they're doing paint work over there. And last but not least, you have jelly rolls over there. So jelly rolls is a fan favorite. It's karaoke style. You go in, I believe the entry fees are around $14, and you get to go out there and do have some good drinks with friends, good appetizers, and they have live music. We've been able to stream there in the past, but then it's like a hit or miss depending on what they say. So sometimes they're very open about it, sometimes they're like, no, we can't do this right now. So and then the Atlantic Dance Hall is I believe they're having like some events where they have like Mickey and Minnie there every once in a while, but they run Thursday through Sunday, 8 p.m. till 1 a.m. So So we have the dueling pianos and jelly rolls. So we're going to take this walk path to Hollywood Studios. I think we have done all the EPCOT resorts. So we're going to take a nice little stroll this way. It looks like it's getting ready to rain on us. So what do y'all think? Do y'all like the tours at the resorts with the Disney Vacation Club members, the representatives? Would you all like to check out all of them? Because I'm totally down to do that. So I think we need a day at Fort Wilderness. We need a day at the monorail resorts. So maybe we'll do that sometime next week, and we'll go down to the Contemporary, the Polynesian, the Grand, and maybe we make it a point that every once in a while we do one of those tours, because it's super helpful. It kind of gives you a perspective and a real time view of the proximity to the parks, the environment, the rooms. I wish we could do a tour of the regular rooms, honestly, because I think that would be so cool to show people. So this would be the backside of that pool that we were just in right here. So here's where the slide was, where I mentioned the splash pad was. We're just going the back way over here. So, hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, I think we need to make a trip to Vero Beach one day and just kind of pop in over there. I think that would be really cool. Now I'm intrigued by seeing that beach area that they take you to now. So, in today's tour, what was your favorite resort? The Swan, the Dolphin, Yacht, or Beach Club, or the Boardwalk? So we went to 5 resorts. What is your favorite and why? Sell it to me. Yeah, so we're gonna start doing that actually, Cathy. So I think if I have a little hole in my pocket and I can squeeze in maybe 1 room stay a month outside of our DVC points, I will do so. So I've been wanting to go back to Coronado. The tower is incredible. That's my all-time favorite resort. Believe it or not, even with owning DVC, that is still my favorite. The pool is amazing. I love the casitas. I love the ranchos. I love the Grandestino. I love Pop Century. The renovated rooms at Pop Century are incredible. The very first resort that I've ever stayed was Art of Animation in the Nemo suite. So that was a really fresh start for me. I've never stayed at All Stars, but I would like to. I would like to check out the movies, the music, the sports. Swan and Dolphin, I believe, have really good prices on their resorts. I think cash rooms sometimes run about 130. So if you all can stick with me and consistently be here for us, help us get through this and grow, I promise you, I will give you all a once a month staycation, essentially. And we'll totally see if they can let us review some of these larger rooms. Yes, we need to do the jewelry. Actually, you know, you give me a good idea, so I'm gonna check out today whenever I can get a chance with Miranda. We're gonna powwow and see where we can go this month. So if I can swing it and find us a good room. I know that right now we're creeping onto Halloween, so things are filling up real quick for both sides. And we definitely need to check out the Universal resorts as well, because I feel like that's a market that we've not really tapped into, and we would love to show you Universal. Actually, we had for the agency, we had a tour the other day, and Miranda got to see some really nifty stuff over there. So Royal Pacific, Sapphire Falls, Ventura, you got Dockside and Surfside at Endless Summer. You have, what else? Oh, sorry. Looks like we have some fire department about to cross here, so bear with me. We'll let it pass and then we'll... There's so many options here in Orlando. I think one time we saw in the magazine they have 15,000 hotels just in the Orlando area. So it would take us about 10 years to get through that. So there's always changes. So there are people who own RCI and they can stay at some of these other neighboring hotels. There's Holiday Inn resorts that we've been to before that are exclusive for members. So we used to own at Orange Lake, very close to Animal Kingdom, and we have sold off that property, but it was such a fun area. They have like anything from shows to their own thing, essentially, kind of like here at the Walt Disney World property. Let's see. So we're definitely going to do the jewelry. I would love to experience the B Hotel. I don't know why. It just intrigues me. Like the whole letter thing. Why did they name it the B Hotel? First stayed at Poly with parents when Disney World opened. Moved to Grand Floridian in early 2000. Oh, okay. So Cathy, when was the last time you came to the Disney parks, and where did you stay? So for those of you that like walking to Hollywood Studios, if you were to take this little route right here, where you see the Skyliner and then you have Boardwalk right here, you can actually walk to the Speedway over here and get you your drinks if that's what you want to do. Or if you have late night snacks that you want to get there after getting out of Hollywood Studios. So just food for thought. This is actually a really nice walk, Jason. Okay, so Miranda said the Chalky walkthrough is now public, so now you can actually go and watch that if for the rest of you. Sorry, I guess they had a situation somewhere around here because we saw the fire truck and now we were seeing the ambulance, so hopefully everybody's okay. Enjoying your walk. Yes, thank you, Sandy and Jason. If you want to plan your next vacation, please consider us as a partner. We love helping families through their vacation trips. It's always super fun. It's like we live through you all. And it doesn't just have to be Disney. It could be anywhere that you want. So we were actually talking about possibly doing a sandals next year. So I think you all would love seeing Turks and Caicos or the Bahamas or the Caribbean. So I think that would be really neat. It's kind of nice venturing outside of the Disney bubble too, especially when we're here so often ourselves. For us, vacationing, I guess, would be outside of Disney at this point. So So here's where your bus station is. They're numbered for each resort. If you're staying at a resort that's kind of like Art of Animation or the All-Stars and stuff, or some of the busier ones at times, you might want to consider either if you could take the Skyliner, that might be the better option. Sometimes the buses can fill up really, really quick, or you have to wait about 2 or 3 before you get on at the end of the night. Rideshare is also on this side. It's the 4th row down. You could catch your Uber and Lyft if you're not staying on property, or if you just want to Uber to the other resorts, you could do so as well. Maybe one of these days I'll bring out the 360-degree camera and then you all can play with your phones. Because when you do the stream in 360 degrees, you're able to move your phone in any direction that you want. And it's like if you were here live in person. So I think y'all would enjoy that a lot. Hey Troy, welcome. Oh, all the way from Maine. Thank you for joining us. So that's where we picked up the Friendship boat earlier. It looks like the rain is making its way towards us. If you could see the darkness over here and it's lighter over here, it's definitely coming this way. So thank you, Jason. I think we had fun. I think this was different. We learned a lot. Sean and oh my gosh, Jenny with Disney Vacation Club helped us a lot. It was great seeing them, check them out, if you're ever considering purchasing direct. I love watching the Skyliners. That part still scares me whenever you're first coming out and coming in. It does not cost anything to get on the Skyliner, so if you're ever visiting and you want to check out any of the resorts, you're more than welcome to hop on in and go on and explore. All right, let me look at my time. So surprisingly, it says that it's not going to rain at all the entire day. I guess it's just overcast. So, thank you for being here with us today. We came, we saw, we conquered. We got to see some pretty cool resorts, meet some interesting people. Got to do a nice little tour of some of the rooms. We learned a lot. So we had a pretty good day. So today I have to cut you up a little bit short. The kids get out at 2, so I gotta head that way. But thank you for being with us and helping us grow. If you have any questions, you can always reach us out at, right now it's still Ride with Randall on Instagram, but it will be Theme Park Journeys at one point. You could check out our Facebook page. I think our beautiful crew of mods has done a really good job posting those links up. Check us out at all the other socials. Let's see if we just released a Chucky vlog for the rest of you, if you would like to check it out. Thank you. Let's see here. What else do we have to talk about here? We'll see about scheduling tomorrow and the day after so that we have a game plan. So we're trying to figure out what day we should do the nighttime fireworks for Magic Kingdom. So I'll check with Marina and see how her schedule's looking. I know she was supposed to be with us a little longer today. She was supposed to be at home, but she was called in to go on site, so she could not join us today as long as we wanted to. So thank you once again for supporting us and being here with us. Please hit that like button if you haven't yet, and we will probably see you tomorrow morning. I'm gonna try to be here around 9:30. We'll set up the schedule probably at 10, so just in case. Sometimes I run a little bit later because the parking lot is so far back, so it takes a little while to get up here. But thank you once again. Enjoy the rest of your day. Oh, I'm so sorry, Natalie. No, you're fine. You're fine. I know you got a lot to do, and I know that you're up late with us sometimes. So bring camera up. What do you mean up? Like up as in like up on me, or sorry? So, all right. Thank you once again. See you all in the morning. Have a good one. Thank you. Bye. I'm sorry, Natalie. I wish you could have been with us a little bit earlier. We got to go to the Swan, the Dolphin, Yacht, Beach, Boardwalk. Got to do a DVC tour. So if you want to go back and check it out, totally do so. So, see you tomorrow. Bye.